get in the mail MSX games from Japan. Collecting without fail those shoot 'em ups, that's the plan. He doesn't just collect them, he also codes them too. Join us and we'll go on electric adventures with you.
Hey YouTube, Electric Adventures here with a response to a set of community questions posted by Matropolis. Matropolis is one of the main organisers of the Tubers High Score Challenge. A good thing if you like playing and trying to get high scores on things. I'll put a link down below for that Facebook group. So he asked 5 gaming questions for the community. And this is really good. Video responses and questions and responses was one of the things I really enjoyed about YouTube. And it's probably been several years since those things were really at those peak, and they've died down since, mainly because of all the changes to actually YouTube itself. But just because there's no actual video response mechanism doesn't mean we can't actually respond to videos. So here we go. So his first question was, what TV show would you like to see a modern game of? My answer would be one of my favourite sci-fi TV series called Babylon 5. Lots of material, spaceships and things. There have been a couple of little mini games, but there's never been a full-on game, and there was actually talk of one being built at one stage, but it petered out. It could be a role-playing game. It could be a since there are a lot of really good physics and ships in the TV show, you could actually have quite a good battle simulation game. Those sort of games I really like. So yeah, Babylon 5. My second, so the second question is, if you could have only watched one cartoon from your childhood, what would it have been? Now this is giving away my age a little bit here. And yes, it would be very easy to pick one of the manga shows that I actually quite like, but I'm actually going to say Roadrunner. Where would my life be without some Roadrunner trying to be caught by a coyote? Everybody needs that sort of slapstick humour and the endless quest of the coyote to catch the Roadrunner. And who can forget all of the Acme devices that he used to use? Absolutely pure gold. You can just watch any episode you want of that and enjoy it. But once again, giving away my age a little bit there. So number 3, game character you most relate to, most like you. Now I wouldn't say this game character is necessarily like me, but it's one of my favourite game characters from the time when I was gaming a fair bit. And no, it's not a Nintendo character, it is Crash Bandicoot. It's just one of those games that I really gelled with and really enjoyed the series. I got the remake re-release for the PlayStation 4 and have thoroughly enjoyed playing those games again. I have copies for my Japanese PlayStation. I have copies of the PS2 games as well. So it's just one of my favourite series and characters. And I suppose also goes some way explaining why I'm also a Sony fan as well. Now, question number 4. What game series do you collect merchandise for? That is a little hard because I don't actually have a lot of merchandise. So I had a bit of a look around the room and had a look, and I would say in equal quantities I have merchandise. Probably the winner is Pac-Man. And that's mostly come from my daughters and wife buying me, and also friends buying me things. I have quite a few Pac-Man things, but I also do have quite a few Space Invaders things, and I really do enjoy the Space Invaders theme and logo and stuff like that. But I mean, looking around the room, I really don't have a lot of merchandise, although it is something that I have thought about getting for a few key favourite things. And subjects. So, bit of a fuzzy answer that one. Okay, and number 5, last question. What is your go-to game? For me, that is without a shadow of a doubt, and one of the reasons why the very first arcade game that I have up and running and dedicated in the cocktail cabinet that's probably just out of picture over there is Time Pilot, or it's also called Space Pilot in the variant of the board that I actually have in the machine at the moment. It is just an arcade game that I really enjoyed back in the day, have always played it, and I'll quite happily, it's one of the, like, I'll come into this room, turn the lights on, turn some of the arcade machines on, and more than likely than not, I will sit down and I'll have a game of Space Pilot and enjoy it. I won't necessarily sit down and play it for hours, because it's a shooter and I'm reasonably good at it, and a game takes a little while. Yeah, no, I play it all the time on a regular basis. Now, as far as that, I suppose there's a secondary answer to that one as a console type of thing. On my PlayStation 4, not that I play the PlayStation 4 that much nowadays, because I just don't get the time to sit down and play those big games, even though I like them, is I sit down and I'll fire up Pinball Arcade and I will play some pinball tables for a while. I actually really do quite enjoy those. So, a bit of a mixed answer there. So, what are your answers to those questions? I'll put a list of the questions down below in the description. I'll also put a link to Metropolis's video as well. You can go check him out. He's quite a good guy. Loves his retro games and cartoon type stuff as well. And also helps run the Tubers High Score Challenge. Alright, I'm Electric Adventures. Thanks to all my subscribers. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time.